Wish we had more time to spare. Want you around me like air. Can get my feelings involved, and then you not be there. Into my eyes you was there.
I'm helping people, bitch.
Wanna keep you around. People like us are so rare, so rare, so rare, so rare, so rare. I wanna keep you around. People like us are so rare, so rare, so rare.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's damn YouTube, it's your girl, the goddess, and I'm back, ooh, with another one, yeah. Alright, guys, remember that you are more than welcome to think that anything I say on this channel is a bunch of tomfoolery. You are more than welcome to think that anything I say is crazy, or that I am crazy and I need psychiatric help. You are more than welcome to disagree with anything I say on this channel, because why? What you think is valid in your world. Let me repeat that. What you think is valid in your world. Okay? Think how you want to think. And I am very, 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 very confident in the things that I know and the things that I experience. So I'm going to think how I want to think. So if you think Bigfoot and Sasquatch is real, this is the channel for you. If you think fairies and mermaids exist, this is the channel for you. If you think aliens exist, this is the channel for you. This channel is about freedom of thought. I'm not here to persuade you to believe what I believe. I'm just here to provoke thought, to open minds, to change minds if you see fit, or to stir the pot a little bit, shake things up a little bit. Okay, that's what I'm here to do. All right, express myself, express yourself, feel how you want to feel. Okay. All right, now let's get into the video. All right, so as you all know, Cat Williams, I wanted to wait because I don't like to talk about things when it's like at the hype of it. I like to wait, you know what I'm saying? I like to let things simmer and then give my little 2 cents. Okay. So we all know about the viral Cat Williams interview with Club Shay Shay. We all know about that interview. It went completely viral. 14-15 million views, however many views, 40 million, I don't know the numbers, guys. I just know it was a lot. And so there was a few things that I wanted to talk about. So the first thing that I want to talk about is, well, this didn't come from the Club Shay Shay interview, but it came from another interview that he did maybe prior to or afterwards. But the clip had gone viral. And Cat Williams said you wonder why white people pay so much attention to black people when they say they don't like them. And so the interviewer was like, what's the reason, Cat? Why? And Cat said, because the liar knows what lie he told. So even though I made you think that the answer was over here when it's really over here, I gotta keep looking over here to make sure you don't find out, or other people don't find out about the lie, or that it was an actual lie, that it was actually a lie. Okay, so then in the Club Shay Shay interview, he talked about the Illuminati. Okay, then he mentioned, he said the first rule to selling your soul is to act like you never did it. Okay, so now why did I say all of this? I'm going somewhere, guys. I'm going somewhere. So that same thing applies to people in the spiritual community. That same thing applies to people who are into the occult, into occult magic, who use who do things spiritually in a negative way. Okay, people who do dark things with spirituality, and spirituality does not even have to just be like the spiritual stuff, like the stuff I be talking about. I'm talking about religion too. In religions, everywhere, everything spiritual. That includes all religions. People who use that spiritual things in negative ways, because like in the previous video I titled Intention is Everything Part 2, I explained how prayers are spells, because spells are just words. People tend to think that they can just speak negativity over your life just because they put God in front of it. You still casting a spell over somebody's life. You're still doing the devil's work by praying for people's downfall or praying for negative things to happen in people's lives. All of it is occult magic. All of it. All of it. Religion is the occult that they try to remix and make seem like it was something different, and then made you think that the spirituality was something different or was something evil when it's the actual same thing. So even though I made you think the answer was over here when it was really over here, I still gotta keep looking over here to make sure you don't find out about that lie. Now, let's talk about the Illuminati. The Illuminati, from what I learned, and I learned about the Illuminati, per the stuff that came out about the Illuminati. I learned about this when I was in high school, and people told me, and I believed it right away, but people told me that I was gullible, that I believed anything, and that, none of that stuff was true. But Cat Williams is now admitting that it is the truth. So, per the information that came out about the Illuminati, it is an occult secret society. I'm gonna say a secret society that practices occult ritualistic magic. Okay, that's it, and or voodoo, and or because all of it's the same thing, voodoo. And what it is these people dedicate themselves. So in voodoo and in most religions, you dedicate yourself or you devote yourself to a deity. And a deity is what? A higher spiritual being. So whether that's Jesus Christ that you calling on, that you devote yourself to, whether that's the goddess Oshun, whether that's with the people who are Mexican, the Santa Rio, whatever, I don't know what it's called, don't quote me, but all of those people, all of those are deities, the gods, the ancient Kemetic gods, and the Haitian voodoo gods, all of those are deities. All of those are deities that people devote themselves to. They give them offerings and say prayers in exchange for some type of material gain or some sort of manifestation, something that they want to materialize. Okay, so the Illuminati is known for devoting themselves to a deity called the Baphomet. The Baphomet is the guy with the goat horns, hence the Satan, right? Satan has been depicted as this little monster with the goat horns. So, with horns, but it's the guy with the goat head and all of that. And so they devout themselves to this deity. This deity may include things like humiliation rituals and or blood sacrifices, right? So sometimes they will sacrifice animals and some of them will sacrifice people. Now, if you think that's demonic, let's go ahead and pull up some Bible verses, shall we? And in the process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought an offering of the fruit of the ground to the Lord. Abel also brought the firstborn of his flock and their fat, and the Lord respected Abel and his offering. And he shall lay his hand on the head of his offering and kill it at the door of the tabernacle of meeting. And Aaron's sons, the priests, shall sprinkle the blood all around on the altar. Now, I didn't pull out these Bible verses because I think that it's good. I do too think that it's demonic. I just wanted to show the Christians the truth about the Bible. The stuff that they don't preach or teach in church. The stuff that they somehow skip over while condemning all other spiritual practices like it's evil. When Kanye West said that his mother was sacrificed, people called him crazy. Okay? Humiliation ritual. Something that you gotta do to humiliate yourself. Things such as maybe, I don't know, wearing a dress. A man wearing a dress if he doesn't want to. If that's something that he wouldn't do normally and doesn't feel comfortable with doing, but I want this success, so I'ma do it. You see what I'm getting? You see where I'm getting at? Or, you know, partaking in homosexual acts and, you know, people getting it on. I'm not even gonna get into that, but homosexual acts when you're not homosexual. You know, things like that. Things such as different hand gestures and symbolisms and things like that. Now, I want to talk about where the Illuminati started per my research. My research says that the Illuminati was started, I guess here in, I don't know if it was America or if it was like England, Britain, or whatever. But per my research, my own research, it began with a man named Adam Weishaupt. And Adam Weishaupt, and the word Illuminati means illuminous or something like that. And illuminous just means enlightened, right? The enlightened one. So this person felt like he had the knowledge of the ancients. Okay? Knowledge of the ancients. So they had access to information because they had access to these higher beings, right? These deities, these ancient people, these ancient beings, right? Gods and whatnot. Okay? Now, Adam Weishaupt wanted to started wanting to use it for power, for control. He started wanting to infiltrate monarchies and governments and things of that nature, right? Okay, so per Billy Carson's research, it started off in the mystery schools of Egypt. Ancient Egypt, ancient knowledge, right? And so he said that the mystery schools, they taught the ancient knowledge. They taught higher consciousness, right? And he said that there were a group of people, a group of men, he called them the Dark Brothers, and he said that they started to use it to manipulate and to control and for control. And then they started to infiltrate governments and, things like that. So that's per Billy Carson's research via the Emerald Tablets, written by the ancient god Tahat or Thoth, or however you pronounce his name. Okay? So with that being said, both of them kind of is similar. Both stories is similar. You can go do your own research on how the Illuminati started if you would like. Okay? So, but anyways, but basically all religions are basically you worshiping or getting higher knowledge or devoting yourself to a higher being. to higher beings, okay? Okay, so certain rituals, certain blood sacrifices, certain blood rituals they do to, you know, for this fame and this fortune and for these manifestations to materialize. Now, there is a clip of Whoa Vicky, you know, the white girl that used to the white girl that kind of acts, you know, like she black or whatever, that sound black and look black or whatever, or she don't look black, but you know what I mean. Whoa Vicky talked about going to a celebrity party, Bella Thorne, and when she was at the entrance, they asked her for her blood. They asked her for her blood.
Like in Hollywood, if you in the industry, the devil, they like Illuminati, all that shit, they try to get you. Especially when you got a big influence, you around that shit. They try to get anybody, but you just gotta be smart and have discernment and have God's favor over you. Cause if you don't got that and you in Cali, you gonna get sucked in. Well, let me tell you, what they do is they invite you to these parties, these house parties, and then they be like, oh, Whoop the Whoop gonna be there, like your favorite rapper, the big ass person, and Whoop the Whoop gonna be there. Oh, before you get in, you gotta give us your phones and all this shit, and then they might do some gay shit to somebody, and then like try to like and record it and tell them, oh, if you expose us, we gonna post it everywhere. And I know that from word of ear, but I know they do a lot of crazy shit in these house parties. Let me tell you an experience I went through personally. So I was with some friends in LA, and it was this big influencer party. Should I say her name? It was Bella Thorne party. So I got invited from some other friends. It was on Halloween. I already don't celebrate Halloween. That's the devil's day. But I happened to be with them and they was going. I was like, fuck it, let's go. So then we get to the party. So we get up there. They tell me, oh yeah, you can't bring your phone in. I'm like, first of all, who ain't bringing their phone in? I'm bringing my motherfucking phone in. I don't give a fuck who you is. It could be Kim Kardashian and I'm bringing my phone. And then you gotta sign some papers. What am I signing some shit for to get into a party? Like what? This is where it really threw me off. They said they had to prick your blood to get in.
Okay. Like, and she said that out of her mouth, they asked her for her blood, and she declined immediately. She said, blood? Then she said that they would make you engage or would want you to engage in homosexual acts so that they could, and record it, and so that they can use it as blackmail. Oh yeah, ritualistic sexual acts, all of these things. This girl named Imaja she was in a group with her sisters called Sorority, and she's suing Jason Derulo for asking her to participate in certain rituals. Goat skin, something about goat skin, and something I forgot what she said. And fish scales, goat skins and fish scales. It was, but when she researched and looked it up, it was a ritual. It was like a ritualistic, like goat's blood. You know, that's something that they do in voodoo and you know, the occult. The dark side of the occult. To bind, blood is used to bind you to somebody or to something, to a spirit or deity or whatever. Now, if you're a Christian, I want you to think about that next time you take communion in church. You know, like when you drink the blood of Christ and eat his body. Jesus was also killed, murdered, sacrificed. And so she said that she was asked to do that in exchange for fame and success. Then you have Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters, who was offered a whole bunch of things, a whole bunch of opportunities and money and fame and success, but they told him he had to sign a contract and he had to sign his name in blood. He said that's when he was living in LA. Well, Vicky, when she went to that party, was in LA. And I think Imaja lives in LA. So, Hollywood, okay? This stuff is, I mean, I don't know. People are coming out and talking about it. I'm not going to say it's real and it's not. But I know for a fact that the first, like Cat Williams said, the first rule to selling your soul is to act like you never did it. It's to act like you never did it. Okay? No one's going to admit to doing dark magic. No one's going to admit to doing dark voodoo or just being involved in dark spiritual things. No one's going to admit that. No one's going to admit that. No one's going to come out. There are people who do. There are people who don't care. There's like, I believe in this, I do this, I am this way. But the majority of people are not going to want to be perceived that way. So I'm going to put on this persona, especially for celebrities. Like, I need y'all as fans in order for me to have the success. I need fans to have success. I need supporters to have the success. Okay? So, of course I'm going to deny being in the Illuminati. Of course I'm going to deny it. Of course I'm going to deny it. Now, I do not think that all celebrities participate in these things for success. I think that you can still exist within that industry without selling your soul and be successful. Because I do actually think that there are a lot of them that do not participate and are still successful. I just wanted to clear that up, just in case a celebrity may be watching this. A celebrity or two. Same thing with people, normal people, regular people in the world, all around you. People that you may not even know that is into stuff like that and is into stuff like that. They need you to think that they are the same as you, that they are not into that, so that they can continue to do the things that they want to do behind closed doors. Then, once Cat Williams said, once you do come out and tell the truth, in the famous Club Shay Shay interview, he said when you start to tell the truth, then they start trying to create a narrative of you, like things like, oh, you're crazy, or you're mentally ill, or this person is on drugs, and this person, all of that. Cat Williams said, I'm not, and he said they use the media to do it. He said, I've never been on drugs. I've never taken drugs a day in my life. All the times I went to jail is because of weed, not because I was in no altercations. When Dave Chappelle, the same thing happened to him. He said when he turned down the deal that he turned down, he started seeing himself in the media painted as a crackhead. They said I was a crackhead and I was crazy. I ain't never touched crack a day in my life. So I am dealing with the same exact thing. People will try to, in the spiritual community, when you try to come out and speak about the dark magic and the black magic that is being done on you, people want to gaslight you and try to call you crazy in order to save their reputation. Trying to call me crazy for something I know for a fact happened to me. Because the first rule of selling your soul is to act like you never did it. So whatever I got to say, whatever narrative I got to create and paint for this person to save my reputation, that's what I'm going to do. Sometimes they'll even do more black magic.
So let's say if the narrative they're trying to paint is that you're crazy or mentally ill, they'll do magic to send that type of energy to you so that it can look like they were telling the truth.
I have to make you think, I have to deceive you and make you think the answer is over here when it's really over here. Because I have to hide. I have to make sure you don't find out this lie that I told. Okay? Now, when I was going through the symptoms or the journey of this being done to me, black magic, voodoo, energetic manipulation, negative energy manipulation, whatever you may call it, when I was going through that, it wasn't the something I just believed right away. I started to have anxiety real bad, and it just came out of nowhere. I started to feel depressed, like waves of sadness out of nowhere. I started to have, bad things would just always happen to me, or like nothing would ever go right. I could never get to or get through to anything that I wanted to do. Everything that I tried, everything that I attempted to do would fall through. And I just thought that I never ever thought that it was just because I just believed somebody telling me I had black magic being done on me. No. Like, who does that? I never thought that any of this existed. So I understand your disbelief. I would have never believed it if I didn't experience what I experienced. So, like I said, it was the physical things that I was feeling when I had that pain and that bloat in my stomach, that pain in my stomach, in my lower abdomen, when I had extreme back aches, lower back aches, and wasn't able to stand up for a long time, felt heavy, felt weighed down, and I went to the doctors and none of them could help me. Everybody saying that everything was normal. That is what, and that was even after I got the reading telling me that was what happened to me with this woman. Now, I never believed in tarot either. I didn't believe in none of this stuff. I didn't believe in any of this stuff until I started to learn about getting into like spirituality. Until I started to learn about that. I was a baby in this when I went and got a reading, because I was still afraid. I still was in a religious, still kind of had a religious mindset where I was like, nah, that's the devil. Nah, that ain't right. Nah, that's a scam. I was still in that energy. But what pushed me to go to get this reading was a situation where I had a lot of anxiety and a lot of like just confusion, and it would weigh on me and weigh on me and weigh on me, and I was just like, man, I need some answers. So I didn't even go to the lady. I didn't even get the reading or do the reading because of the bad stuff that was happening to me, because I just thought I had, a curse on me, a hex on me. No, it was because I felt like something was wrong, and I'm like, and confused, and I needed some answers. So when I went to this lady and she was able to tell me a whole bunch of things about me that I know she didn't know, because she never met me before and I never met her before, it was like, dang, how could you even possibly know this? How could you possibly know this? Then after then after, you know, me working with her and doing certain things and seeing certain things happen in front of my eyes, I'm like, yo, what? Like, this can't be real. Like, I'm like, this is really real. Then even after all of that, I still didn't, I'm not gonna say I didn't believe it after all of that, but I still didn't understand it. I still didn't understand it. I'm like, I don't understand how this is real, how this is working, like how that works. I still didn't understand it. So I started to learn more and more and more and more about it. Then once I found out about sound healing, which I found out about not even trying to heal the stuff that was the pain and stuff that was going on with me. Like, and then when I went to the doctor, like I said, I went to the doctors. I was still going to the doctors, getting second, third, fourth, and fifth opinions, and they telling me that I'm normal. They telling me that everything is normal. They doing tests, they doing x-rays, they testing my hormone levels, you know, checking my hormone levels, like doing all of these things, and they're saying nothing. I'm over here with a throat, feel like my throat's swollen, and they telling me it's nothing there. I barely feel like I could swallow, and they telling me it's nothing there. I have all this mucus, feel like I got a whole bunch of mucus and a swollen up throat and neck, and they telling me that there's nothing there. This ain't no damn fairy tale. Like, this ain't no fairy tale. And I understand, and I know I'll be passionate about this. But Cat Williams, this interview just made me realize that I'm not tripping it just made me even more confident in what I was saying and what I be teaching and what I've experienced even more. But yeah, it was the physical things. It wasn't the bad stuff that was happening to me. It wasn't the everywhere I go, I'm always being rejected. People always disliking me for no reason. Or getting fired from all of my jobs because I was being accused of stuff that I didn't do, or just because people didn't like me and wanted me gone. It wasn't none of that stuff. I didn't really realize that was the reason. That was why I was, you know, those things were happening to me until after I started using the sound healing. And like I said, when I started using the sound healing, it wasn't even because to try to heal, with the intent to heal what was going on in my stomach. I was just gonna live with that. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna have to live with this. And you know, I had made up my mind that I was just gonna have to live like this. You know, barely could breathe, like shortness of breath. It used to hurt to breathe. It used to hurt to laugh. It used to hurt to even use these abdominal muscles. I used to be tired. I used to be out of breath. Like, come on, bro, I ain't stupid. And I really and it's crazy because it's like, I feel like it's insulting for people to sit there and call you crazy, or to sit there and call you like delusional behind your back and things like that, and to think that you are that dumb and that stupid to not go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? To not go to the doctor first. But anyways, or to think that me even like saying that I heal from sound is just something that just was in my head, or where your brain, in your mind, you thought it was gonna work, so now it works. That's insult. So it worked. No, that's insulting. That's insulting. This like, come on, bro. Y'all won't even, and it's people that won't even try using the damn sound healing, but will sit there and gotta take 13 pills a day, gotta carry around oxygen tanks, can't breathe, can't walk, can't do nothing, got diabetes, got all this stuff going on with them, trying to tell you that what you experienced was just in your mind. That's wild to me. That's wild to me. But anyways, it was sound healing that made me realize, okay, this is real. And it was the frequencies that were made specifically to remove dark magic, to remove spirit attachments. That's not a freaking coincidence. It's not a freaking coincidence. And the people that I have told about this sound healing that actually tried it, actually said that it worked, and they saw a difference, and they felt the difference. They felt what was going on. They started to feel the feeling within their body. They felt their body responding to these frequencies. I even used to play it on low volume with a bunch of people, with people in the room not being able to hear it. And I'm seeing how they are squirming and how they are starting to feel certain things, and their body responding to the frequencies because it actually works. And that's really all I have. That's really all I have to say about that. Period.
And remember, don't be a hoe.